Hello there. Put the lotion on the skin. Today I will be reviewing the film Silence of the Lambs, starring tons of good people: Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster. That's about it. I don't really know anybody else. I really don't. Shut up, you fat lard, and put the lotion on the freaking skin. Sorry about that. I try to get her to shut up, but she just has to try to be rescued all the time. Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to be reviewing Silence of the Lambs. In Silence of the Lambs, FBI trainee, Clarice, I'm not sure if it's Sterling or Starling, it kind of sounded weird in the movie. They kind of like said it two different ways, it seems like, for me, but anyway, they got to get information on this killer who's like skinning women and crap, and like kidnapping them and stuff and depositing their bodies in rivers a couple days later. Anyway, so she has to go interview this other psycho that they have locked up that might tell them some information about him, since they're kind of like buddies, I guess you could say. So anyway, let's get into the review. Now, this is considered an American classic, or at least it should be, I mean, because it probably shocked audiences back then, and I didn't watch it back then because I wasn't even born when it came out. It came out like back in the 90s, and it shocked me, and like all the new stuff they came out with and disturbing stuff. This is probably the most disturbing and scariest movie I've ever seen, because I think Hannibal was based off a true story. I'm not sure, or he was inspiration for something, but it's a pretty creepy and disturbing movie, and it's really good. Like, it's creepy, like, oh, it's like one of those movies you watch on Halloween like every year. It's that good. Yeah, and my mom made me wait like forever to watch it, and she finally let me watch it, so I was like, yes, and I watched it yesterday, and I was like, good movie. So anyway, let's start out with the plot. The plot's good. It's like a police detective novel, and it's in movie form, except it's movie form, and it's like really exciting, and I didn't find it predictable. Maybe some people could predict what was going to happen and stuff, but I couldn't find it predictable, like the ending, or what was going to happen next, or who the victims were going to be, or what was going to happen. I totally could not find it predictable, so that was good, and the plot and the storyline's good, it flows good. It's actually a pretty long movie, 2 hours, but hey, it was perfect. It was the perfect time. Acting, actors, actresses, cast, all that. Anthony Hopkins is freaking creepy. I mean, seriously, he already freaks me out enough from like some of his other movies I've seen him in. Like, I watched Hitchcock and he was in it, and he still freaked me out. And he was Alfred Hitchcock, and Hitchcock is very influential in movies and stuff and all that, and British and stuff. And Anthony Hopkins still gave me the creeps just looking at him. Even though it was just, Anthony Hopkins freaks me out. It is already. And then when he's a freaking cannibal serial killer in this, and he's all psychoanalyzing Clarice and crap, and and he bites people and crap, and he's just gives me the chills. So he did a really good job. He freaked me out. Jodie Foster did a good job. I kind of thought her southern accent was a little annoying. I don't know. I mean, there's some that are good, and there's some that are just dumb and cheesy and generic, and I don't know. I kind of just had a hard time like listening to her talk and stuff at sometimes, but other than that, she did a really good job. I don't really know any of the people. I guess Buffalo Bill's kind of famous. And you know what? I was looking at, like, after I watched the movie, and I was, like, rethinking about it. Buffalo Bill, like, when the chicks in the well, I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't seen it, but if you haven't, then you should go see it. But anyway, he kind of looks like Javier Bardem, and that was, like, pretty sketchy, and I was like, So that's kind of creepy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch Javier Bardem in any more movies, because that'll just freak me out. And like I said, Anthony Hopkins is just creepy anyway. So the acting was good, the plot, the storyline, everything. For this movie, serial killer, like famous American serial killers and all that, I would say that Anthony Hopkins is up there with Norman Bates. So far from like famous like movies that like shocked American stuff, and like famous serial killers and like that have been in movies and crap, I would say, yeah, Hannibal Lecter and Norman Bates are up there on my two. I haven't seen too many classic ones. I still want to see the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I can't really think of any other movies with like famous serial killers. maybe that no, it's not American History X, or is it? No, it's American Psycho with Christian Bale. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. That one, I think I want to see, because I think that was on a list. I think there's like a list. But anyway, I definitely add Hannibal Lecter to my list. Him and Norman Bates are my top 2 favorite American-based serial killers. So yeah, I'm not trying to sound creepy or anything, but they did really good jobs. The stories were good. The movies that I've seen are good with those characters. And this is, like I said, it's disturbing and it's creepy and stuff. I mean, the murders are creepy, the serial killer characters are just creepy themselves, and then the actors make the creepy factor, sketchy factor just go way up. So yeah, it's pretty good, and it's, like I said, it's disturbing, it's kind of gory. It's definitely not for younger people. Like, I would probably say if you're 14, kind of mature and kind of handle disturbing things, then you could, I guess, be able to watch this. But I would say 15 and up could watch it. That's just me, because I don't think I'd let anyone under 15 watch this. I just wouldn't let too young people watch it, because it's pretty gruesome, bloody. There's a couple F words here and there. Actually, almost every other word's F word. Just kidding. But there's a lot of F words in it and yeah. There's not too much blood, really. There's like one scene where Hannibal bites somebody, and that's it. Buffalo Bill, like, see this, they look at the ladies' dead bodies and stuff and all that jazz. And he has a suit of skin. He sews the skin together and makes a suit out of the skin he sews off, and that's pretty bad. Oh yeah, and he dances around and he shows his junk. Just kidding, it really doesn't, because he like tucks it in a little. But it shows hair and crap and all that, so you don't really see anything, but it's still disturbing and really. Yeah, my family who sees me the whole time I watch it with my aunt and uncle, because they said they hadn't seen it forever and they wanted to watch it, and they were making jokes at me all the time, and it was just like scary mixed with their funny, so it was like a more enjoyable experience. If you've already seen the movie, I hope you appreciated my little skit thing at the beginning with Buffalo Bill, since he likes the skin to be soft that he wears, and so one of the classic lines, or best known lines, is it puts lotion on the skin. So I put lotion on me like that, trying to portray him and make it like kind of funny, kind of all that. And then the girl in the well, throughout most of the movie, I just pretended the girl scream was her. If you didn't catch that, then you probably haven't seen the movie. So anyway, yeah, overall it's a pretty good movie, and on the Internet Movie Database, 250, I think, best movie. It's number 23. It is a really good movie. I'm pretty sure it is one of the best serial killer movies I've ever seen, if you could put it in that category. I guess you could do like more serial killer, psychological thriller, but yeah, it's one of the better movies with serial killers that I've seen. And if they make scary movies nowadays more like that, then I think they'd be a little bit better, because nowadays scary movies are kind of scary. It's just, sometimes it's just the same thing over and over and stuff. I mean, there's been like a couple that like really freaked me out, like Insidious and Dead Silence. Anything James Wan pretty much has really freaked the crap out of me. But Thomas Harris does. But Silence of the Lambs is on that level and freaking out. So yeah, check out this movie. It's good. It's a classic. I guess you could consider it a classic. It's, like I said, it's pretty gruesome, morbid, dark, not so bloody. A little bit of bloody, but it's, like I said, it's morbid. But it's good. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure you could find it. Actually, it depends if you even have a video rental store in your town. Like if you have like a rental place in your town that still like rents out VHS movies, I'm pretty sure you could find it. Maybe find a DVD copy. I don't know. It was on free movie channels for DirecTV, Stars and all that. So yeah. So make sure to check out Silence of the Lambs. It's scary. It's good. It's morbid. It's just a good movie that's creepy. Gives you the chills. So thanks for watching, and I hope you liked this review. I'm trying to make them a little bit better. Oh, and speaking of movies, while we're talking about movies, today's Tuesday, so this Thursday, my cousin and me, we're making another movie. If you've seen the think it's called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Anthropophagy, I don't know, but it means cannibal. It's going to be a trilogy, and we're making the second, that was the first one, so we're making the second one Thursday, and we'll be able to have it uploaded pretty soon. I don't know if it'd be Thursday, late Thursday night, maybe Friday, but I'm really excited about that, and I hope you guys like it. It's a 50s alien sci-fi thing and everything. So thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the Silence of the Lambs.